Warning: the following contains spoilers for WarioWare Get It Together. If you don't want spoilers for this game, well, I'd advise you turn the video off now. Anyways, let's get on with the video. So, I discovered that Ashley is bar none the best character in WarioWare Get It Together. Unlike some characters, she's not restricted to constant motion. Unlike some characters, she's not restricted to the ways she attacks or what directions she attacks in. Ashley can move in any direction and fire in any direction from afar, making her the best choice for any scenario. Let's look at the full line of characters for comparison, shall we? Wario can fly in any direction but can only attack to the left or right. Young Cricket attacks by jumping. He has free range of motion, but can only harm foes by hitting them from below or above. 18-Volt stays in place at all times, attacks from far in any direction, and has to grapple onto rings to move. Mona is in constant motion. When she hits a wall, she goes in the opposite direction. Her boomerang stops her movement and can go in any direction. Dribble has free range of motion, but only attacks to the right, less effective than Wario, who attacks in both directions, only for player 1. Spitz, free range of motion, only attacks to the left, less effective than Wario, who attacks in both directions, only for player 2. Krygor, full range of motion, but cannot attack from afar. He has to get up close and personal to attack. 9-Volt is in constant motion just like Mona, only stops when the yo-yo is thrown, has to rely on a grappling hook to get around. If you miss your mark, you most likely are going to fail at the micro game you are playing. This character is basically a timing minigame. Mike, able to move in any direction but can only attack from below. Cat is jumping at all times, has full range of motion but only is able to throw shurikens to the right, only for player 1. Anna is much like Cat in the fact that she is jumping at all times, has full range of motion, but only is able to throw shurikens to the left, only for player 2. Jimmy T has full range of motion, but you have to keep mashing the A button to make him move in that direction with his attack. Ashley has full range of motion and attack, is not restricted by constant motion or limitations of how she attacks. Orbulon has full range of motion, can only attack by using his suction from above. 5-Volt stays in place, but has a little ghost that has free range of motion, can only deal damage by choosing a place for it to reappear, causing a shockwave. Red has full range of motion and can only attack with explosives from above. Master Mantis plays exactly like Young Cricket, except Master Mantis can attach to the ceiling. Lulu has free range of motion, floats up by pressing the A button, and can ground pound by pressing down on the control stick. Can only attack from below or above. Penny. Oh my god, words cannot explain the frustration this character is. Free range of motion, but is held back by the world's worst control scheme. The recoil on her water pushes her in the opposite direction. To go right, you have to press left. To go down, you have to press up, and vice versa. This is incredibly difficult to get the hang of and learn how to control, and is not ideal to use in any situation. This character is basically why I don't use the full team when replaying stages. Also, there is no option to remap the Switch controller's controls to reverse inputs. Pyoro. Is that how you say the name? You know what, let's just go with it. Stays in place at all times. His tongue retracts when it's gone as far as it can go, rebounding off the walls if it has to. It grapples onto rings to move around using the above-mentioned tongue mechanics. Most likely, you will not be using this character seriously unless you are good at geometry. As you can see, Ashley is the ideal choice for any microgame or any stage. To further demonstrate her usefulness, she is a godsend in endless friendless battle. Some of the other characters are powerless to stop Ashley's attacks if you know how their gameplay works. Example, Mike. He can only shoot upward, so if Ashley were to attack from the side, he'd be powerless to fight back. Unlike others, she can spam shots wildly from a distance. She can take down enemies without even having to get up close and personal, possibly putting her in harm's way. To conclude my thoughts, this is why I feel Ashley is the single best character in WarioWare Get It Together.